Hello my friends, today I wanted to talk about this thing right here, a pendulum, because whether you identify as psychic or intuitive or not, pendulums are a really cheap and easy way to get started with fortune telling. And you don't necessarily have to go and buy a crystal pendulum like this one. You can just use a necklace that you already own, or you can put your wedding ring onto a chain, and that will work really well because when you're wearing a piece of sentimental jewellery like that all the time, then it's already going to be closely attuned to your energy, and you may find it actually gives you more accurate results more quickly. Now, I searched for years to find a pendulum that I could work with, and then I stumbled across one when I was at a crystal workshop, and I ended up with one that's a bit more unusual. It's an obsidian point, and that worked well for me. And if you find one that catches your eye, that's a really good sign you're probably going to connect with it quite well. Now, the next thing that you need to do is you need to hold it in your receiving hand. Now, if you haven't been to mediumship circles or psychic development classes before, then you might be thinking, what on earth is a receiving hand? But it's based on a theory that you connect with spirit more through one side of your body than the other. So for me, it's my left side. But if you're not sure what your receiving side is, then just go with the hand that feels right and try and stick with that same hand. So when you've found the right pendulum for you and you're holding it in your receiving hand, then you need to find out which way is yes and which way is no. And the way that you do this is by asking practice questions. So you need to ask questions that you know are definitely true or false. For example, the walls around me are white, I am a female, and when you know what is definitely true, then you can gauge which way the pendulum is swinging for yes and which way it's swinging for no. And again, keep practicing with this because it may be a bit haywire at first. So for me, it spins clockwise for yes and anti-clockwise for no, but if some people are swinging backwards and forwards, side to side, it's going to be different for everyone. And when you start using your pendulum, you need to make sure that you're asking good questions. So if it's just you and a pendulum, then you need to make sure you're only asking yes, no questions instead of why, who, what, where, ambiguous, open-ended questions that the pendulum just can't answer on its own. So make sure that you're asking good quality yes, no questions. So if you're hoping for more than just a yes, no answer from your pendulum, then you can use one of these fortune telling wheels. And all that you need to do is hold your pendulum above the center middle of the wheel, ask your question, and the pendulum will swing towards the answer. So you can use these for numbers, with letters, and you can spell out a word, for example the name of your spirit guide, and also to find out which chakras of yours are in balance. So I've made a pack of 3 of these, one with numbers, one with letters, and one with chakras, and you can download and print them for free and start using them today. The link is just underneath this video, so go and print yours now. And finally, just some housekeeping tips. So whenever I ask my pendulum a question, I always rest my elbow on a solid surface, and I'll also close my eyes, ask the question, then open them to see what answer it's given. And that way I know that I'm not consciously interfering with the direction that it's swinging, because I literally don't know what answer it's given me until I open my eyes. And for the same reason, it's really important to try and get into that meditation mindset. So empty your mind as much as possible so that you know that you're not going to interfere with the direction that it's swinging to get the answer that you want, because there's emotion attached to it. And if you have a crystal pendulum, then it's really important to cleanse your crystal regularly. Same as any other crystal in your collection, it's going to absorb energy the more that you use it, and the more energy that it absorbs, the less accurate it's going to be and the less reliable it is going to be for you. So our pendulum is just another tool in our spiritual toolkit that we can use when we're feeling a bit stuck, when we need some clarity, or we just want some guidance on where to go next. So for that reason, it's really important to keep practicing with your pendulum, because as I said, it may be a bit haywire at first, so you just need to keep using it, keep going, and eventually you will be able to accurately tell your fortune with your pendulum. So don't forget to download the pack that's just underneath this video so that you can get more than just a yes no answer from your pendulum. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you again next week for more mind, body and spirit videos. So have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.